Hey everyone, to stick with us versus herd. If it's your first time here, love the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications from your post videos, tap the bell. If you haven't yet joined our Options Trading Live channel, link is below in the description. We go live 30 minutes before market open, Monday through Friday. Discuss the market, kind of get ready for the day, see what the trade setups are. So the link is below in the description, along with the links to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. If you're here, if you made money today, comment got paid. If you lost money today, comment learned a lesson. And if you guys like the content, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. What we're getting into tonight, I want to let you know it's a little bit heavy. As I was preparing this video, it's taken me a little bit longer to prepare videos lately, mainly because of the nature and the content that we and the state of what everything else is in right now. So just want to prepare you. It's a little bit heavy. I am going to go over my trades, kind of my thoughts for the day for what I'm trading. Right now I'm trading MES, ES, SPY, Apple, Costco. Those are what I'm trading. Costco is not really liquid, but we trade it anyways. Kind of going into my profit and loss. If you're not part of the Discord, I post all my trades under Nick's Trades. You can kind of go see what I did for the day. And today, this morning, I should have quit. It was quitting time. I was up. I made $350 overnight on the MES futures. And then I made another $425 at open. And then I started giving back some gains during the day here. I'm going to go over that. And the main thing that I thought today was, the reason why I gave up my gains is because I think I was over trading a little bit. I wasn't being patient. And so I was up. You can see all my orders here. Quite a few orders. I think I over traded a little bit today. In this market, you really have to relax. Less is more. Let the trades come to you. There's always going to be another setup. And today I kind of forced it a little bit. So I was up 800. I actually closed the day up $500 in realized profits. However, I'm bag holding, about $500, $600 here in unrealized losses. I'm holding a 305 call on Costco for today expiration, which is a little bit dangerous. But what I liked about Costco here on the weekly, as you can see on the weekly, it is definitely trending up higher. It keeps making lower highs. Costco is one of those stocks right now that I don't think you want to short. It's back up to all-time highs through this whole pandemic. Costco is almost back to all-time highs. It's pretty choppy. I mean, they had earnings and all that, but I'm thinking tomorrow, if it's kind of chill, we're gonna be probably making another run to like 318, 320 area is my goal. It did close after hours at around 300. So if it opens lower, to be honest with you, I wasn't 100% sure. I am leaning bullish right now, and I'm holding this Costco call. And what I liked as well is this consolidation that we're seeing here on the S&P futures. We're starting to make lower highs, kind of wedging here a little bit, kind of coiling up to the upside, hoping it pushes back up to 2450. Now, as you can see here, I was actually down on this MES. I have two contracts now. I was actually down on this about $450, $420, something like that. I'm only down 283 now, and the reason why that I did average down. So my first contract, let me pull this up here. It's not going to show the whole thing for. Okay, so it's acting a little weird. But my first contract I bought at 10 a.m. for $24.35. And that was the wrong call. I thought it was going to squeeze and it was going to break up to the upside here, and that's just not what happened. It came back down, and I started losing, and I was down like $400. So what I did at 23.59 here, so at 23.59, the MES is right now, S&P futures are now 23.67, which is why I'm getting a little bit of money back right now. If this is pushing higher, gonna at least take off the one contract. Right now it's getting stopped out on MES around 24.50, solid resistance right here. So I might just take the whole thing off and call it a day, and then it'll be that. That's kind of go. So I did average down, waiting for it to push back up, and that's what I'm looking for on MES right now. And even though I am bearish for the long term for tomorrow, I am very, very short term bullish based on what the charts are telling me. If we look at SPY, which I'm trading as well, I don't have a position, but SPY, what we're looking at here, kind of interesting to me. Really defended. It closed at 240. Right now it's at 237, so right around there. And what I liked about it is we're still holding this support here. It did close at 240. Right now it bounced from 234. It did hit 228 yesterday, but we bounced pretty hard. We're defending these December 2018 lows. Also, what I'm looking at here is, if you look, you can see that we're starting to, I'm not going to call it a bottom, but I'm just kind of looking at the technicals, you could say, and if in some of the price action here, and you can see that RSI got oversold and bumped back up, and we pushed back up. RSI, got back to oversold, bumped back up, and right now RSI, if we zoom out a little bit here, RSI is just holding at like 33. It's just holding. And I think that RSI could pop back up to like 44, 45, maybe even 50, which would give it kind of like a run to 50, 55 area. So if this is starting to form some sort of, lower high down in here, I'm sorry, higher low. I mean, it's the content. I promise. I mean, this is gonna be some heavy stuff. Anyways. So we're making higher low here, possibly, and then RSI is telling me that we might get a little bit of bounce here, but I don't know. Any news right now could drop and can blow apart your technicals, right? Right now, it's also to me kind of bullish that we're actually only down 18 right now in the S&Ps. Nasdaq is green by 8, and Dow's down 138. Technically, overnight we're down 600 points, 700 points in the Dow. Right now we're only down 100. And they've been we didn't get any halts today. They've been holding up pretty well. So that's why I'm not bullish long term, but I am bullish going into tomorrow. Another stock that I am trading right now, SPG. So SPG, if you don't know who they are, Simon Property Group. They own a lot of malls across the U.S. Here in the Chicagoland area, they just closed all the malls. They closed Woodfield Mall, which is the second largest mall in the United States outside of Mall of America. And SPG, if we pull this bad boy up, it just cratered from 140 down to 43. Today, Deutsche Bank did upgrade it. It is up 24%. So today, intraday, I did short the rip, but I did it very, very safe. What I did was I bought a debit put spread. I bought the 35 put and sold the 30 put for 57 days out. This spread cost me $1.40, so it was a little, it was I had to go a little bit above higher than I wanted to, but I think that it's going to be worth it. If we can if it comes back down to 30 or so, I think it's gonna crater here. And that kind of goes into, the next phase of things here, where we're kind of getting some guidance on what's going to happen here. First of all, being in terms of being real estate and stuff like that, Bank of America announced today that you can actually defer your mortgage payments, credit cards, small business loans, auto loans, and it's going to be developed on a case-by-case basis. They're not saying, hey, it's going to be for everybody, but on a case-by-case basis. So if you're struggling, you can defer these. If you're bank through Bank of America or have any of these loans or anything like that, you can defer them if you're really struggling right now, which for me is really telling on what the future holds here in terms of America. They're expecting a very, very big hit. So they're trying to get ahead of it. They're trying to make people comfortable. And so is the government. The government also announced today that they're looking to make cash payments of up to $1,200 per individual and $2,400 for couples, adding $500 per child. And the check would start out, for those that make under $75,000. Those who make above $75,000 a year, it gets a little gray. They don't say how much it's going to be if you make more than $75,000 a year. If you make less than $75,000 a year, pretty good chance you're getting a check for $2-3 grand. If you make less than that, If you make more than that, I mean, I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Like in Chicago, most people make more than 75,000. So I don't know, and that's middle class. So I don't know what they're going to do yet. They haven't said, and they are doing a lot of other things in regards to this stimulus package. But they are working on it. So the good news is there's a little bit of hope there. The government's working on some pay packages. I know that like Capital One, places like that are also saying, hey, don't worry about it. Give us a call if you're struggling right now. Just take it easy. Everyone take a breath. Take it easy. That's it. If you guys could do me the favor, hit the like button. I would appreciate it if you enjoy the content so far. Before I get into the next stuff, it's a little bit more heavy. And I do want to say is, some of these streams and lately, typically, based on the news, I mean, it's typically not this negative. And I want to say that, we just need to remain positive. We need to push through. We need to take care of our families. Whatever happens, happens. The American people, you, me, worldwide, we have what it takes to push through. Whether you're in America, I know people outside of this watch this worldwide, Australia and stuff like that. As people, we have what it takes to push through this. We can make it. We can make the difference. We can do what we need to do to survive. Mankind's been around thousands or millions of years. I mean, who knows exactly how many years, but we survived. Sure, there's been purges of pandemics and wars and all that, but we've always come through. So just what I want to say before I get into the next part of this video is just keep your head up, stay positive, focus on the now, just one day at a time. Like today, I was just thinking about, I was at home with my daughter, my son, 5 and 2 years old, and just embracing that moment right now. Just embrace it, because you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. Maybe it's going to be great. Maybe tomorrow's going to be great. Maybe it's going to be terrible. But what you do know right now, right here, where you're living, you can embrace this right now. And if you're okay, if you're safe, if you have your family, if you can glance across your bed, see your wife, see your son laying in his bed, that is what's important right now. That is what's important. So focus on what's important. Take care of yourself. Take care of those around you. As people, we will rise above. We will beat this. We will push through. No matter the cost, we will push through, because that's what we do. We will do it. Now, California issued a stay-at-home effective ban. They're really trying to curb what is going on here in terms of the coronavirus. They're trying to bring the numbers down lower. Right now, only essential services are open. Pharmacies, grocery stores, takeout, delivery, restaurants, blah, blah, blah. Those things that you need to live. He did add banks on there. Things that you don't need are going to be closed, of course. But what's interesting to me, this is the first time the governor really gave some insight on some of their numbers. And I think that the White House has not really been that straightforward with us with the realistic impact that we could have here. And it was interesting to me going through this. He's saying that California estimates more than half the state, 25.5 million people, will get coronavirus over the next 8 weeks. So within the next 2 months, he's expecting 25.5 million people just in California to get coronavirus. In the last 24 hours, they had 126 new cases, 21% increase. He's asking Trump to dispatch USNS Mercy hospital ship to the port of Los Angeles through September 1st. So he's basically calling dibs. He's saying, hey, there were 2 hospital ships coming over. He wants one of them in Los Angeles, is what he's saying. He says, we believe the virus will impact about 56% of California's population. He says, you do the math. That's a particularly large number. We believe with a 20% hospitalization rate, that's about 19,543 people that would need to be hospitalized above the existing capacity of our system. So he's saying 19,000 above what they have capacity for. I don't know what they have capacity for. We can run the numbers. I didn't have the time to run the numbers here, but so that the hospital ship, Trump said, only has 1,000. So I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do, but these are his numbers coming in right now, and that's what they're looking at. So I think that it's gonna be really scary coming up here. And I know we talk about money, it's good to make money, but like we need to just focus on the now, focus on fixing this problem, because it doesn't matter how much money we make, how much money we lose. What matters is what's important to us, taking care of ourselves, taking care of our own mentally, physically, and emotionally. It's just hard. So you want to be safe. Now this next tweet, I don't know how accurate this is. This is a tweet from the mayor of Phoenix, and she's saying, you can check her out here. This is legit, not some random person. Mayor of Phoenix, Arizona. Okay. Current models project that at COVID peak, likely in late spring to early summer, 17 of every 100,000 Americans will die a day. So she's saying 17 of every 100,000 Americans will die a day. Phoenix has 1.7 million residents. That translates to 289 deaths related to COVID-19, the equivalent of a deadly plane crash happening daily. So I don't know. She's saying the source is the Johns Hopkins Coronavirus Research Center. I don't know why she tweeted this. We could check the data and stuff like that. We can do that, but it appears that it's getting more serious, that the officials like the California governor, Mayor Kate from Phoenix, they're saying that this is about to blow the F up in about a month or two. So hopefully if we work together, stay inside. I know it's not fun. Take it easy. Work together. Take care of the elderly. I just didn't I didn't really want to do this video because it's just tough. It's tough. But like I said before this, we can beat this. We will beat this. We'll get through it. Let me know if you guys watch this video to the end. Comment below, watch to the end. I do comment. I do respond to all the comments. I appreciate everyone that's been watching lately. Let's push through. Let's just do it. As always, stay safe. Stay green. It's us versus herd.